Welcome back to Lucky Paper. My name is Andy. I'm here with Anthony.
Hello.
You know him. You love him. We're playing Max's Cube. Max is off screen doing production. Max, can you give us let's make it 30-second overview of the cube. It's getting late.
I've gotten shorter and shorter.
It's getting late. Hit us with a 30-second explanation.
Small creatures, everything, all the creatures can be fetched by either Recruiter the Guard or Imperial Recruiter, so at least power or toughness 2 or less. Many have both. There's a couple of different themes, but the general point being trying to focus on larger game strategies, planning out over multiple turns, trying to utilize a larger proportion of your deck.
And then if you click Player 1 Focus in the scene menu I showed you, Anthony can explain what his deck's all about.
Hello. My deck is all about nothing great so
It's
far.
It's a Rebels deck.
It's a little bit of Rebels deck. Another thing that I think was omitted from the description of the cube is a number of creatures have been eroded to be Rebels, so I tried to lean into that a little bit. I have a couple things that can fetch up Rebels, and then Extraction Specialist and Ginger Brute, and this Hex Gold Halberd. This one doesn't even have a sticker to indicate it's Rebel, but I promise
I'm
you.
working on
apparently
it.
It's a good thing Max is here. Otherwise, I would call your ass on that so bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I also have just some generally powerful cards in things like Mentor the Meek, which I think is pretty strong in this context where there isn't a ton of card advantage. My hope was really just to draft a deck that would have, some early plays, but a lot of ways to generate card advantage in the late game. Hasn't worked out so well. We'll see if it does better this time.
And then click on Player 2 Focus.
Wow.
My deck, chat. I really like this deck. I think it is spicy and weird. I'm playing like a Jund control deck built around Seasons Past and similar replacement versions of Seasons Past. So my deck is mostly removal spells. I have a 9 if my count last game was correct. And in addition to those removal spells, I have Seasons Past, Reap the Past, Mending of Dominaria, Balagate Recovery once and future. Ways to get them back and just cast them over and over again. And my win conditions are Field of the Dead and Urza Saga primarily. I guess I could kill somebody with a Combat Courier or a Mindless Automaton or a Merchant of the Veil, but it seems unlikely. Mostly going to kill with one of those two things. A lot of fixing lands. I think I'm actually playing 18 lands or something because I just want to hit my lands. I think it's pretty important. And Life from Malome here to get my Urza Saga and Field of the Dead back. If I can make 12 constructs, I'll be very happy. That's the plan. I like it. It's spicy.
Nice. I think you've gotten to 3 constructs. I don't think you ever got to 4 in play.
No, but I did make way more than
you ate a lot
than the amount I was supposed to make in those games. They just kept getting removed. All right, high roll, Anthony. You know my rule though. Got to do it simultaneously.
Right.
9.
Wow, great job.
I'll take the play.
There's a tribal rebel aura.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crib swap.
Bound in Silence.
Bound in silence. Right. Crib swap
I was
is the one
trying to
that makes
remember
a
the
changeling.
Yeah. It's the kind of card that I really wanted to put in, but the problem is
Why didn't you?
So bad.
It's just a 3-mana pacifism. It's
pacifism.
fine.
The problem is the pacifism effect is really bad in this cube because
Sure.
power and toughness
doesn't
doesn't
stop
matter.
Rebels.
Yeah, it doesn't stop abilities.
There's a lot of activated abilities.
It's it hits flyers, which is the best thing it can get utilized for.
I don't know. I mean, you had a bunch of 9/9s last match. So that would have been.
I mean, but you can't bound and silence the enchantment that was making him 9/9s.
It's true.
More women are just going to keep coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah, I
It's
think
true.
most people include Urza Saga as a land.
I usually put Urza Saga in a land slot. It depends on the deck, though. If I'm really tight on mana fixing and my mana is not that great, then I'll oftentimes include it in what is effectively not a land slot just because I want to have enough fixing lands to cast my spells.
Will you be on the play? Yeah. Great.
It can be the utility thing. That's just
I, over here, am going to mulligan.
He's player 1, right? Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to keep my hand, chat.
Disappointing. Oh.
Exactly how we drew it up.
There you go. It's a really complicated hand you got going on over there.
I mean, it's got layers.
Yeah.
Like an onion.
Like
or an
onion.
ogre.
Or Magic the Gathering. I had a friend who played a little bit, very, very casually, and he's asked a couple of Magic questions because he's starting to play a little bit. And so he'll ask a couple of random Magic questions, and he asked some question that involved the answer being layers, and I was just "Here's the answer. Don't worry about why."
Yeah, don't.
I'll tell.
That is not for new Magic players to think about.
I will tell you because I know you will find this interesting, but do not look at them. Do not look at the layers.
All right. I'm going to keep this hand, and I'm going to throw this away. I might be using a little bit of pre-knowledge about this match.
Yeah,
I
well,
know that card's
that's
going
fair.
to not work,
fair.
but
That's fair.
I went back to my main board configuration at least.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. All right, ready?
Yep.
Baron Moore. Pass the
Excellent.
turn.
I will draw a card, play an X card, Armory, and say go.
Untap, draw. Mountain, go.
I'll untap. I will draw a card. Interesting. Do I want to do that? Play a mountain. And I think I do. I'll play a Rick's Maudie Reveler.
Ooh.
Discard a Ginger Brute and draw a card.
Very spicy.
And say go.
Was Rick Friday Reveler just the pre-Scrapwork mutt?
It's Scrapwork Mud adjacent.
Yeah.
I don't think Anthony's that heavy on instants and sorceries.
It's gonna collect a brutality me.
He's got some brutalities to collect.
See if I care.
Play Forest, say go.
Oh, spooky. Untap. Draw.
That's fair, James.
Well, let's go.
Scrapwork Rod is.
To the
I mean, I
time
would take
where
it
I'm
over
going to
the Rick
cast
Friday
this card.
Reveler. It's cooler.
I like this. This is good for you.
I'm going to cast the experimental synthesizer.
Sure.
Oh, synthesize away.
Synthesize me a land. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Never didn't have it.
Play a plains.
I really like the call time lands.
Go to combat. Attack you for 2.
Yeah, I'll just burst lighting that boy now.
Ow. Bursts into a million pieces. And then I will go to my passing the turn step.
All right. Untap. Draw.
Well, I'm imagining now because I was thinking about Scrapwork Mine is like, oh, but you could just have both, and then I was just imagining someone
that is true.
dual wielding Scrapwork Mutts. Just
Scrabbling Claws.
two
Yep.
dogs.
Simic Growth Chamber. Pick up Forest. Say go.
Untap. Draw. So much
Just
removal.
Run at there you go, James. Just run at them. Dual wielding the dogs. Just throw them like little ninja stars. And the real thing is you throw them once and then you can pull them right back out and throw them again before they evaporate into dust.
Cast Alesha, who smiles at death.
Cool.
Pass.
I will Scrabbling Claws you.
I don't actually know. Or you're just going to get to Scarpin Claws me twice, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well.
Well, it does matter because I'm also going to Bolt Alesha.
Okay, great.
I'll untap.
Claws
Draw.
a lot better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
To be honest.
That definitely is a component that makes this deck feel, or this matchup feel really rough.
Field of the Dead.
Like, I didn't even have a lot of things that I didn't think I had a lot of graveyard interaction, but I was surprised by how annoyed I was by
I
Scrabbling
desperately
Claws.
want Scrabbling Claws to be a card people will take in my cube, and maybe I can convince them to do it. I'll pass the turn.
I'll untap. I will draw.
I think the awkward part about Claws is how much worse it
Play
gets.
Scattered Groves
when
tapped.
It's just not on
cast
turn 1
Mentor
or
of the
something
Meek.
like that.
Sure.
Say go.
I'll Claws you. Untap. Draw.
Anthony, could you push your graveyard in a little bit more?
Yeah.
Your
How's
deck's
that?
also slightly off screen as well. Not that that one doesn't matter as much, but
How's right there?
there you go. It's beautiful. You can get a little purple shine, purple rain.
Cast Balagad Recovery, targeting Lightning Bolt.
Yup.
I'll Bolt Mentor of the Meek.
There you go.
Play a Forest for turn.
That's what they call a 4-mana lightning bolt.
Pass the turn.
I'll untap. Draw a card.
Yeah, I mean that's probably about right. Like creatures that exile cards like
Yeah, they're already in my cube.
Yeah.
But this would also be a tool for Urza Saga packages, or a tool for Emery decks,
definitely.
or a tool for whatever. It's good with Luris. I mean, you can just keep drawing cards and exiling specific cards with Luris.
I will activate Synthesizer.
Yep, you get a 2/2 Vigilance Samurai, yes?
Do. And I will...
Cleverly not even leaving open green mana.
I guess I'm supposed to respond to you sacrificing by activating Claws if you don't mind.
Sure.
You can't actually do that. The sacrificing is part of the ability.
That is true.
I mean, you can, but
sure.
the
It's part of the cost?
yeah,
sure.
it's part of the cost.
All right, well, there you go.
Exile top card of my library. It's a Plains. I will play Plains for the turn. And then cast a Defiant Falcon. And say go.
Caw. Speaking of claws,
I'll push the Falcon on end step.
how? Explain the lore.
Oh, shut up.
Listen.
Play a Hissing Quagmire tapped. Pass the turn.
You're at 6
That's
unique
6
lands.
differently named lands.
Draw. Well,
Yeah, a lot of removal. That is his deck.
play a swamp.
It's one of those things of he can just draw cards and he'll find removal. That's what's there. Removal and ways to get removal back. Your graveyard's also off screen.
That's okay.
It's not. Yeah. You can see the fatal push. It's the important. Yeah, dude. Synthesizer is one of my. It was a really awesome card. I really like it. It has interactions with other stuff as well. It also encourages you to play, like, cheap cards.
See, Synthesizer sparks no joy for me.
Really?
Yeah, it just feels... It's got so much going on.
Uh-huh.
And it feels like most of the time it's just really overcomplicated for what it does effectively. Also, really don't like that's a red card that makes a 2/2 Vigilant white token.
That's fair.
That feels weird to me. I don't know.
The interesting
It's
thing,
fine. It just doesn't spark
yeah.
joy, you know?
I think the interesting thing is that I think in a lot of like more high-powered things where synthesizer gets played, it
Play
doesn't
a
ever make the
draw
samurai.
Spellbomb. If I use the second ability and you remove the target, it fizzles, right?
Yeah.
And I do not draw a card.
Yeah, it's only a target. Only one target.
I love it. I love this for
Yes.
me. I will sacrifice the draw Spellbomb to draw a card.
That one I'm supposed to respond to, but with Scrabbling Claws. But I didn't. I gave it the thumbs up. The universal symbol of that resolves.
Man, this,
Yeah, right?
This Scrabbling
You definitely,
Claws.
yeah. Surprised you don't like it as a low curving card. Yeah.
You know, it's close. Like I think I'm really into Staff as a Storyteller. I don't know if
Yeah,
it gets
that's
there in the
fair.
Bud Magic Cube, but like that's a
It's
similar-ish
definitely a
card.
better card. Yeah.
Similar-ish card that I think I like a lot more.
Did you play a lot of coming
Go
out
to
like
combat.
limited?
No,
Attacking
All right.
for 2.
I think that's definitely where like some of the
I'm at 18 max.
where some of the love comes from, at least for me, is like playing it in that limited format, which was very, very good there, and like encouraged you to play in a very specific way.
I'll cast Phyrexian Missionary Kicked
That returns a thing to play.
To your hand.
to my hand.
Okay, name a target.
Rick's Maudie Reveler.
All right, I will respond by tapping, make you exile a card,
Skull Bomb.
and then I'll sacrifice, draw a card, exile Rick's Maddie Reveler,
Yep.
and then that resolves.
Say go.
At least it's gone.
Untap, draw.
Oh.
I'll play a Fable Passage, trigger, get a zombie.
This is how it ends.
I'm going to cast a Collective Brutality, escalated once, discarding Terminal Agony to destroy this and give that -2/-2, and also reveal your hand and try and take an instant or sorcery from it if you got one.
Oh, Swords to Plowshares.
All right, I'll take that Swords to Plowshares.
At least the Junk Trawler can block the zombie.
Can block one zombie.
Block one zombie a turn.
I will pass the turn.
I also think the thing
Untap.
I really like about
Draw.
synthesizer is the fact that like it, because it does it on coming and going, it is really powerful to interact with.
It is definitely
sacrificing
powerful. I
Yeah.
totally agree.
It reminds me a lot of
Junk Troller.
There it is.
There it is.
The thing we talked about.
Pass the turn.
I'm going to sacrifice Fabled Passage
Yeah.
and get a swamp and another zombie.
It's basically like all of they have all those like 2-mana dinky artifacts that like ETB and draw a card. It's like one of the best versions of that kind of effect to me in my mind. Or Astrolabe when that right. It's the Astrolabe version,
Sure.
which is you've made it 1 mana, but at least in this case you've given this other restriction.
I will untap. I will draw.
Man, it's a real good thing you played that swamp in your deck.
I guess I'm also just supposed to do this, huh? Anime Hissing Quagmire?
Yeah. It's what, a 2/3 with Death Touch?
Nope.
2/2 with Death Touch.
2/2 with Death Touch?
Oh, that is Lumbering Falls is actually still in the cube.
I will block a zombie.
That
All right.
one that one's
Take
a
4.
3/3. So that's
Anthony takes 4,
yeah, right.
and I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Play a mountain. Man, I'm trying to keep it cool, but my deck is just like punishing me in so many fun ways that I really love. Say go.
You can't do it instant speed, right? That
I think I can.
sacrifice.
Does it say
Yeah.
the sorcery?
Can is what I was saying. You definitely can't do it instant speed.
Yeah.
It also is an and. Like you can get both.
All right.
Which is cute.
Pay 3.
Yep.
Anime Hissing Quagmire.
Yes.
Play Golgari Rot Farm as land for turn. Trigger Field of the Dead. I'll also just pick up a swamp. Get another zombie.
You just pick up the rot farm.
Yeah.
I could.
'Kay.
I guess I'm actually supposed to, huh?
There's like you could also pick up
I am just supposed to pick up the Rot Farm because I get to do
Yeah.
it every single turn. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Go to combat.
Yep.
In for 6.
Block 1 zombie.
All right, take 4.
Go to 12.
Life totals max.
man.
It's hard to keep track of, I know.
I'm watching the
pass the
game
turn.
here.
I will activate Junk Troller and put Mentor of the Meek on the bottom of my library.
Cool.
Untap. Draw.
Yeah, right? I really think the non-bow combo with Fielded is actually kind of like obviously Fielded is really powerful, but I think I like that a little bit.
I really think it is exactly offset by the fact that it is also good late game.
Yeah. It's both good. It's both good on the late game and in you mentioned as hitting your extra land drops. Although I guess you get the same number of typed, so I guess that's the same for Field of the Dead. But yeah, the it takes a turn more to do, but you get this like
Sundering
powerful
Stroke.
end game.
Did you reveal a Billion Ring to something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Collected Brutality.
Collected brutality.
Oh, okay, sure. I'm paying attention.
Do you want me
No, it's good.
to stroke your zombies?
Sure.
One of them takes 3.
Sure.
Great.
They fall apart.
Say go.
Okay. Untap.
Just stroke them every turn.
Draw. I should just play a mountain now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've got 2 mountains. Just gonna double check you have 7.
That's fine. It's still
Okay,
7,
cool.
different, uniquely
I'm
named.
pretty sure that was the case, but
It's the only duplicate, and I've got 8 lands in play now.
one final stroke.
2, 3, 4, 5. I will cast the Mending of Dominaria. This is the thing for your Oblivion Ring.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help out here.
Sure.
All right, top 2 cards of my library into my graveyard. Oh no!
The season's
passed.
Oh, you got some things.
And an Urza Saga.
Whoa. I mean, I'm still dead to one of your 3 win conditions pretty unconditionally.
Return a creature. I don't think I have any creatures in my graveyard.
You don't have
I
a
do
lot
not.
in general.
So, that's that. And I'll go ahead and animate Hissing Quagmire.
Yeah.
And attack for 2 with Death Touch.
No blocks.
Take 2. Pass the turn.
Hissing Quagmire is the real win condition.
Put Sundering is any card, right?
Oh,
Target card. I'm going to put this in the bottom of my library.
yeah. Let's go.
Dream big. We'll get there. Untap.
Man, if I had drawn Seasons Past, you know how dummy this would have
Draw.
gone? Redraw six removal spells.
Yeah. You mean you might have won the game from it?
It's a really cool card to cast, I think.
I really love Seasons Past.
I would have gotten back Lightning Bolt, Balagad Recovery, Terminal Agony, Collective Brutality,
Green to animate Hissing
and
Quagmire.
Fabled.
Oh, you actually don't?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't activate Quagmire last
Yeah.
turn. Just take that life back.
Okay, great.
Cool.
I'm reading the battlefield.
I'm going to play an Extraction Specialist.
Thank you for keeping us honest, James. All right, 5 second roadmap. Thank you for joining.
Sure.
And
I will put a Falcon into play
ooh,
Sure.
and pass the turn.
Do I have to care about what Anthony has in his Rebel package?
Probably. You know he's got some things. He's got Junk Troller.
I got Junk Troller.
I mean, the Falcon can't even
Troller.
attack or block.
Neither.
It's not even allowed.
All right, I'll just untap.
Okay.
I will draw a card. This will tick over to second chapter. I will flip Fabled Passage and Avacyn's Judgment into the graveyard.
Okay.
Return no creatures.
You're gonna get a lot of zombos if that flips. If that gets the third chapter off.
It's not going to. He's got
I know.
Oblivion Ring. I have no counter spells. Trigger, get a zombie.
But what if?
Pick this up.
Oh, what's going on over there?
Oh, nothing that scary.
Okay.
I'm just going to cycle Ichor Slick and discard it into Madness to kill the Extraction Specialist.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And draw a card. Yeah, that was a punt. Small punt.
Yeah, interesting though.
Small punts, you know?
That's the thing that'll get you.
Go to combat. Attack with the non-summoning sick zombie.
Block with Junk Troller.
You got it. I just don't think I want you to untap with that. I don't know what could possibly happen, but I don't want to find out. I'll just last gasp the Defiant Falcon.
Yeah.
Breathe so loud. Breathe this loud.
Go ahead.
I'm going to put the Extraction Specialist back into my library. It's going to go extract something later on.
Think
Untap.
about how good the bottom of his library is.
It's really good. Draw.
See you second world map.
Sick. Let's... What could I draw? That's already gone. That's gone. And that's gone. I'll cast the Oblivion Ring.
It resolves. Would you like to target a zombie?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You really sure? Damn.
I would like you not to make 7 more zombies next turn.
It would be so cool.
It would be cool. I'm sorry. I feel a little bad. All right, then I'm going to play a Boros Garrison. Pick up Scattered Groves.
Value.
And pay 2. Cycle Scattered Groves. If only I had one more land. Pass the turn.
I will say you're actually doing quite well.
Thank you.
considering.
I'll cycle Tranquil Thicket.
Okay.
right, this time I actually am just going to pick up the forest. Leave that rot farm down there.
Okay.
Wow.
We'll animate Hissing Quagmire.
Yes.
I'll get another zombie because I did all that stuff. Go to combat. In for 6.
Block 1 zombie.
Take 4. And pass the turn.
I will put Swords to Plowshares on the bottom of my library.
Not going to mill you out.
This is fun.
Don't you love
Untap.
picking up your library all the time?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Draw.
It's like drawing a card.
It is like drawing a card.
Increase one additional option. He's got a shuffle effect right there. He's just gassing it up.
It's true. All right, let's cast a Defiant Vanguard.
You got it.
And a Recruitment Officer.
Relevant in this board state.
And Sego.
A Fiery Temper, the Recruitment Officer.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay, I will respond. Doesn't say sorcery speed, right?
No, it's not
Great.
Sorcerer Speed.
I will activate this.
It's top 4, right?
Yeah. I will elect to show you none of these cards.
Oh no.
A nice flex, a power move.
Oh, I should have junk trollered first. All right, this will die.
I'll untap. I will draw.
I don't even remember what rebels you have, to be honest. That's still
Same.
Gonna cast Grapple with the Past.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to respond? Because it is not target on resolution.
That is correct. It's just a land or a creature.
Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Let's find out.
I think
Urza's Saga is in there. Fabled Passage is in there.
Tranquil Thicket.
Well, I'm naming the things he probably would want to take.
Yeah. I would. I mean, I know what I would take, but there's worlds in which you take Tranquil Thicket. Like I think after the Saga, it's the next best hit.
It depends if I flip over Life from the Loam.
That is, I mean, if you flip over Life in the Loam, I think you're in a pretty good spot anyway.
I'm at 8 though, so I'm
Yeah, that's the
You
real
also-
challenge.
just
You
Also, can you afford to
taking
do this
going
and
to
not
2.
have Junk Trawler up the
I mean,
block?
the real thing is, I
which is why I'm
don't
main
think I can
phasing it.
actually win this game, but let's put Urza Saga on the bottom of your library.
All right. Then Grapple the Past resolves.
Yep.
Flip. Let the Galaxy Burn, Combat Courier, and Copperline Gorge punish for
Oh,
tapping my Simic
wow.
Growth Chamber.
Really a hard punish. Could have gotten in for an extra 1.
And then let's just... Yeah, you know what? 2 zombies is fine and all, but I think I just want a Tranquil Thicket. The other thing about Failed Passage is it is a shuffle effect to draw me towards Saga.
That is true.
But I'm just going to take Tranquil Thicket with Grapple with the Past.
Mhm.
Or do I just... Yeah, that's what I did. I'm doing it.
Commit.
That's what I did, and I'm doing it. So now if I animate everything, you go to 2.
Mm-hmm. Or 0. It's kind of up to me.
It's true. Allowed to declare no blocks.
I haven't played land yet. Okay, let's play Forest. Trigger get a zombie. Tap Forest, cycle Tranquil Thicket.
Life totals are 12. Anthony has 12, and he has 18.
Anthony,
that's-
Anthony has 8. You're not keeping up.
Never
You're
mind.
fired.
I'm really bad at this. I'm paying attention too much to the game. Yeah, James, sorry about that. They were talking about him being at 8, and he actually is at 8. They understand what's going on. It's just I'm attempting to spread misinformation.
Yep.
Go to combat.
Yeah.
It matters a lot here, actually.
Block the Quagmire.
Sure.
Go to 2.
Take 6, go to 2. Quagmire
Trigger.
and Vanguard die. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Yeah. Play a planes. You got it.
All right.
Oof.
Game 2.
Ossification, not good enough.
I feel like I need to rename my deck because I have activated a Rebel 0 times.
Yeah, the problem is he's good at killing them, and I think he didn't draw a lot of rebels against me. So that's not true. You drew him once. Yeah. But your
So now
cards,
you can click reset life totals.
yeah.
In just not that one. Reset there. Yeah.
The cards you can get what you could get ossification and the like equipment, the rebel equipment, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought I remember it being.
I don't think I want to do these things against Anthony. My Cypher is so shallow.
Really? I didn't realize that you replaced the.
Oh, actually, I lied. I want this. I want exactly that.
What do you put in? Oh yeah.
That's why you always gotta look. You always gotta look. All right. Hit me with a player 2 focus, and I will talk through my one sideboard.
The big P2.
So I'm taking this out because it is, again, a card I don't actually really like, but was kind of my 22nd playable. I think I'm on 18 lands, so it's only 22nd playable. This is normally not that good, but the second mode there, especially relevant here. So it's coming in.
You don't like that card very much? I mean, it's definitely a little dorky.
I don't think it really hangs on power level in this environment.
That's fair. I've thought similar things, which is like I like the flexibility of the thing.
Yeah, flexibility's cool.
In particular, I know one of the things I was like worried about when I built this is because like the games are going longer, and I'm focused a lot on creature interaction. The non-creature permanents that generate advantage could be like.
Yeah, honestly, I should have
problematic.
decided that in against you, I think, too. Did I see... Well, let's not talk about it right now. Let's wait till...
All right, so this is what I'm taking out. This is what I'm bringing in. I'm not excited about it. I might be overreacting to a particular card, but he does have a lot of access to it. But these cards just feel... They all feel bad.
Overreacting to a particular card. I have a lot of access.
And I'm just bringing in these guys,
like,
which are
bringing
going to
in a
be
bunch of
good
Gravehate?
against
Is that possible?
a lot of removal. And we'll see.
I hope you're not bringing in a bunch of Gravehate. That would be so sad for me.
I do know. I did see. I think the Bajuka Bog is in Theo's sideboard.
That card is tilting.
Yeah, you did because the first draft of my thing you also had a lands theme.
Yes, I had a Life from the Loam deck I really hard committed to, and I got Bajuka bogged.
Yeah, you got
and
hard-
I believe I shouted at you.
It wasn't me. It was my friend.
No, I shouted at you for putting it in your cube.
Oh yeah, no. I think the best part was like he didn't have it. He just had it because he had Field of the Dead and he was just looking for lands with different names.
I think it was James, honestly.
No,
but
it was my
Was it
friend.
James?
It was my friend
James
Nate.
isn't your friend?
He is in the chat.
Hey, Gravy.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, I got Bajuka bogged first game on no sideboards in my Life from a Loam deck.
Yeah, it was-
and
it was brutal.
very unhappy with that
Yeah.
outcome.
I think it was some red green.
Are you on the play or draw, Anthony?
We on the play.
It's possible. Gravy. To be honest, I don't really remember what other people did other than like I looked at all the decks, what people drafted, and I remembered a couple of them, but not all of them. Oh, wrong one. There you go.
You said you're on the play, though, right?
Yes.
Check
Oh,
his hand
so-
first.
Checkmate. You're going to do a hand check.
hand check. How pretty. How are those nails?
We're gonna keep this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are powerful cards. All right, hand check number 2.
I don't think I'm supposed to throw this back, so I'm not going to, but it's not great. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, sorry.
I think cards matter here. I don't really want to be down cards when my whole deck's
I
game
look
plan is
curious.
to 1-for-1 Anthony with removal. Take it away.
Okay. I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to do here.
I did have in the very first iteration of it. I had a couple. There were a couple of people who came over like
I'll
before.
play a Fabled
And
Passage.
Theo had
and
a
say go.
Eternal
I'm gonna go ahead and
Witness.
crack this for a mountain.
Eternal Witness Time Warp and like
Go ahead.
some other way to bounce the Eternal Witness back.
That's
And-
some big Theo shit.
That's-
Yeah,
right there.
I then immediately cut Time Warp.
Yeah,
Oh, see, that's to me that is like so much more earned than oops, I have Bajukabog in my deck and now your whole strategy's in the
Yeah.
shitter.
All right.
No, he definitely put work into it. The thing is, I was really on the fence about having Time Warp in the
I'll play
cube
Plains
already.
and a
So it's
Steward
like
of Solidarity.
basically one thing. I was like, nope, I'm off it.
Exerts to make a warrior token with vigilance.
And I'll say go.
All right, untap, draw.
It's like an Oketcher's Monument if it were a creature.
Yeah, I also didn't wheel the Catcher's Monument. Did you
Dude, someone
take
else
that?
took it. No, I would have snapped it off. Oketcher's Monument I also think is really good in this game.
Yeah.
I am going to escalate.
Okay.
Am I going to escalate?
It's possible.
Actually, no. I'm not going to escalate. Mode is just -2/-2.
Okay.
Excellent.
And then take it away.
I'll untap. I will draw a card. Huh. Now what do I want to do?
I can hear little Sadie snores.
Because I guarantee you took Sword Splashers out. And
Play
probably some other
a
things.
Phyrexian Missionary.
Sure.
And an Axguard Armory. And say go.
This is all fine. Untap, draw. Let's cycle a Baron more.
Okay.
Draw. Play a Tranquil Thicket. I'll Fatal Push the Missionary. And I'll say go.
Untap. Draw on a card. Play a Plains. Cast Battalion Foot Soldier.
That's the one that goes against more Battalion Foot Soldiers?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, sure. You got it.
3 mana, 2/2.
It's like Field of the Dead, but it costs 3 mana each time instead of, you know.
Yeah, but you can do it now instead of having to wait till the late game.
That's true.
Battalion soldiers,
I
basically.
will
deal
get
with it.
2 more Battalion Foot Soldiers and
You
say
got it.
go.
I will untap. I will draw.
I'm actually like super hyped about Battalion Foot Soldier in this matchup. Not that it's like oppressive, but I do really think it is effective.
I'll play Mindless Automaton.
That's crazy.
And I will pass the turn. Pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. I will draw a card.
Plus, you don't even have to actually play the other foot soldiers. You already accrued the first value. You just wait until you have something. Don't have anything better to do. It's basically a 3-for-1.
I'll cast Prosperous Partnership.
Nice. I think that card's sick.
Make 2 1/1s.
Also sick.
And say go.
I'll play Field of the Dead.
Uh-oh.
Pass.
Make a treasure. Untap. Draw.
So Andy, did you record? Did you record your draft for this?
I did, yeah.
Okay,
It's going up on Wednesday.
Okay. Oh, I also meant to ask. So for the coaching session, right? So you guys ended up watching the games that you had with James, right?
Yes, but you only got through 2 of the 3 games. But the
Okay.
second game was the one of a special interest, I think.
Yeah.
So honestly, there was interesting stuff to talk about in the first game too. Like basically the first game, obviously I punted in the very last turn just because I was playing sloppy and way behind.
Uh-huh.
But also, like, there was one other decision I made that game that was obviously wrong and only obviously wrong when you talked about it in depth. Like even Brian at first was like, "Oh, we're gonna do this turn," obviously. Then he thought and he was like, "Wait, no, we're not. We're gonna do this instead." And I didn't do that thing, and it would have completely changed the whole outcome of the game. I think.
Yeah.
I still look me pretty far behind because I just drew a lot of lands that game, but
I'm gonna go to combat
That can grow.
and read your card.
it can grow.
Read the card.
Choose and discard a card. Put a 1/1 counter on it. Remove 2 counters and draw a card. Interesting. I will declare no attackers.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Thank you. I'm going to cast a battalion foot soldier.
Would you like to shuffle your library?
Yes, please. I'll do that at the end of my turn.
Okay.
I'll play a Scattered Groves. And pass the turn. I'll shuffle my library.
I'll untap.
Monty Hall problem, right? The more you shuffle your library, the more you win.
The more you shuffle, the fewer goats are in there.
But I like goats.
That's true. That's the thing. I would actually I would rather have a goat over a car. Like not.
Depends on the goat in the car,
It's true.
personally.
Whoa, big breath. Yeah. If it was a nice goat,
Oh. It's got to be a nice goat.
gotta be a nice goat.
At what point does Anthony... I think I gotta be mana efficient here. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Pay 5. 1 to discard Icar Slick into Madness.
Okay.
I will cast it, killing one of your battalion foot soldiers.
Weakening the battalion.
That is fine.
Then land for turn is Rakdos Carnarium.
Hmm.
Pick up a forest. And pass.
I'll make a treasure during your end step.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. Draw. Play planes. 4 cards in hand.
4 cards in hand, one of which is a forest.
Man, this cube is really something.
I'm gonna
Let's
take that as a compliment.
play a Mentor the Meek.
Yeah, Metro Meek is good.
Pay 3, cast Battalion Foot Soldier.
Sure.
Yep.
Trigger. I will sacrifice a treasure to draw a card.
Seems good.
Nice.
And
He's popping off.
Can't be stopped. Put 2 creatures into play and drew a card.
I'll pass the
Only
turn.
for 7 mana.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Play a mountain.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think that's worth it. 6 mana for a double-kicked Thunderscape Battle Mage.
What the heck is even that?
It's a 2/2. You're going to discard 2 cards. I'm going to blow up your Prosperous
teaching.
Partnership.
Vampires to be more powerful. Seems like a flavor.
Yuck.
Who's doing the teaching? Oh, the prosperous.
Well,
Don't worry about it. The mentor will just. Actually, we know battalion foot soldiers are humans. It's the Legion Conquistador. That's the one that is the vampire. Battalion foot soldiers are human. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
right.
But the only reason why I went with Battalion Foot Soldier over the other one is because I found my Battalion Foot Soldiers first, and I don't know if I own 4 Legion Conquistadors. Yeah, right. There you go. They're friends. They're allies. Question mark.
All right, I'm going to, in response, activate this to make a treasure.
That makes sense.
Yeah, this is a flavor designed cube, clearly.
And then that will resolve. I will discard Rick's Mighty Reveler and Extraction Specialist.
Whoa. What's that last card in your hand, though?
It's fire.
I mean, so Rick's Mighty Reveler, I don't have. Well, I do have black mana.
Yeah, I'm confused by that.
Yeah,
All right. I'm just going to Bolt Mentor the Meek.
I hate that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the thing I could get back with Extraction Specialist is the Steward, which is, like, kind of cool with Mentor, but you just have so much removal, it all feels hopeless, TBH.
Pass the turn.
Also, Mindless Automaton as a 3/3 is like kind of a stone wall.
Yeah. Draw a card.
Definitely feels like you have a little bit of the removal against control problem, difficulty in the sideboard, which is like you don't want to keep removal in because you have so few
Disenchant.
creatures.
I will, in response, draw 2 cards. Or draw a card.
Seems
card.
good.
Draw a single card.
But the problem is like because Mindless Automaton is so annoying, like you want to have
I'll
something.
attack you for 4.
Let me think for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'll trade with 1.
Sure.
I'll take 2. Got 18.
I will play a mountain and say go.
Alright.
Turtles.
I'll untap.
Hello, Ross Squires.
I will draw.
Welcome to the Lucky Paper stream, where we.
Hey, you Hellbent, you played a land?
Yeah. Trigger.
Trigger, yeah, I got a zombie now. We've reached the
Oof.
zombie part of the game.
That's it. Game's over.
The zombies have arrived.
I'll play the Mending of Dominaria.
Neat. Glad I had to use my disenchant on your 4 mana 2/2.
Flip 2, and I'll get back Thunderscape Battle Mage.
Neat.
Oh yeah, you actually have creatures.
I got 2 creatures, yeah.
Wow,
I'm rich in creatures.
that's
Sun.
incredible.
I'll put that into my hand.
How much does it cost? 6 total if you double kick
6 total if I double kick it.
Yeah.
And pass the turn.
it? End of your turn, I will activate my X-Guard Armory.
Get him. No, this has a single bending counter on it.
Ah, a mending counter.
What's up, Raw Squires?
I'll get a Hexcold Halberd.
Oh,
Can I see what that one does? That's a 4 Mirrodin one, or?
yeah.
Yeah. It's also a Rebel.
It's also a rebel. Pretend it's a rebel. Pretend I didn't forget to put a sticker on it.
Ooh, first strike and trample. Cool.
All right, that's in my hand.
You got it.
I will untap.
I was really excited when I saw the 4 Mirrodin mechanic.
draw
I
a
was
card.
like, already on these are going to be rebels. Because it's been 20 years since they printed a rebel. I guess Time Spiral was probably
Combat. Attack you for 2.
So I was excited about the exclamation point keyword.
Cast this boy.
Mm-hmm.
And say go.
Just because I'm going to be
I
using
guess
my
I could've-
mana on it every turn,
I should have
think.
moved that. That would have been worth it. Oops.
8 mana?
I don't know if I've cast a 4 Mirrodin
Can
card
do
yet.
Both of those?
Oh, really? Did you not do any in like the draft or anything?
I did
Or-
a couple pre-releases. That's
Yeah.
all of the one that I played.
I played a little bit.
I must have done a couple.
They were all pretty reasonable, so.
You have 1 card in hand?
One card. You want to make me discard it?
No, I'm just going to last gasp that halberd.
Target creature gets -3/-3.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna kill the
The rebel token.
token.
Wow.
This can go chill with my treasures.
I'll
The last
untap.
gasp of the rebellion falls.
I will draw Take this over. Top 2. Mountain Urza's Saga.
Yikes.
I'll get Urza's Saga back.
No.
Oh, just creature. Just creature.
Just
Right, the
creatures.
last thing does
Yeah,
everything.
you get that
so
back
I'll get
later when you
mindless
also get
automaton.
back a million other things.
Then we shall just kick this once because there's no enchantments to destroy. But I'll make you discard that last
bummer.
card in your hand.
Correct.
1, 2, 3. There's no enchantments to destroy. 1, 2, 3,
Here's a
4,
legal target.
5.
We're doing Judge's Tower. There is a legal target. You must name all legal targets.
Have either of you ever played Judge's Tower?
I've done it with my cube.
Mm.
It was still hard, even without not deliberately
Like-
hard cards.
Then I'm gonna play Golgari Rot Farm.
I don't know why you do that.
Pick up Tranquil Thicket.
Okay.
Make a zombie.
Could pick up Field of the Dead.
That would be quite a decision.
Make it so that.
Pass the turn.
I'll untap. I will draw this card. I'll pay 3 to equip this
I
halberd.
thought it was gonna be Oblivion Ring. I was gonna be so upset.
Guess I'll play this land. just for
Finally get to
fun
do the
sake.
thing. Yep.
I will cycle Tranquil Thicket.
Oh, extra land in the graveyard.
What do you think about this, Sadie? Plonk. Sorry.
Untap.
That's good audio right there.
All right.
I will draw. Then we'll go third chapter here.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
Whee!
boom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zombies. These get shuffled in.
Triggers.
These get shuffled. There's gonna be some bounce lands going through. Just one bounce land, I
One
guess.
bounce.
Just a one bounce land and one There's a Saga.
Yeah.
Are they? Wait, do they come into play untapped?
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, except for the ones that come into play tapped, which is most of them.
They didn't have enough words for
That's true.
tapped on this little card here.
Listen, if you fully resolve your mending,
This doesn't get
Samurai-
shuffled in as part of that ability, right?
No.
No. Sagas are weird.
Yeah, it's
Like, is sacrifice? Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
It's really weird to me.
So these
'cause
come in.
there's a
It's
specific
similar
thing in
to
the
it's similar to like Urza Saga. Like the trigger goes in the stack and it doesn't go
Yeah.
into the graveyard until
All right.
the effect resolves.
Yes.
Do that. I will bounce Tranquil Thicket with the Simic Growth Chamber,
Mm-hmm. You got 5 zombies or 6?
and I get
You
6
had
total
0?
zombies. Look, keep that's perfect. Is one that's these 5 are summoning 6.
You already had one,
Wow.
right? Okay,
That
so
one's
yeah.
not summoning
Listen,
6.
there's a reason why I got all these zombie tokens, so I could put as many zombies into play.
Then let's do a spell. Nah, just kidding. Let's not do a spell.
Yeah, why would you do spells?
I guess
Spell's
I will
bad.
play this Mindless Automaton.
Okay, that's a spell.
Seems low cost to cast that.
4?
3, 4.
It's pretty low.
I will point out, Anthony is ahead on life totals.
It's true.
That's true. He's winning.
Yeah, what? How did any damage ever happen here?
I will
I think
pass
we
the
hit him
turn.
once with a 2.
Yeah,
with,
I remember the
one of
time when-
things.
Anyone could. Hell yeah, go.
I think I play or me.
Let's burst lightning
That's
the equipped citizen token.
so unnecessary.
No, you think it is, but just you wait.
Just
And
you wait.
with the then I'll just pay green. I'll cycle Tranquil Thicket. I've got a black and I got 2 black floating.
Good to know. Let me write
Use
that down.
one of those floating black. Grapple with the past.
All right, still black floating.
Sure.
These top 3 go into my graveyard. I can get a land or creature back to my hand. I'll get this Tranquil Thicket. No more green
Wheels spinning.
mana. No more green mana. Very
Oh,
sad.
that's so sad for you. I'm
All
so
right.
sorry.
Untap.
I could give you one. Do you want the scattered growths?
Are you familiar with the term garbage time?
I will draw.
Garbage time. I'm
Tick over
familiar with
Urza's Saga.
the concepts of garbage and time separately.
I think it's Jeff Hoagland is where I first heard it from, which is when the control deck has won the game but hasn't actually finished. I believe but hasn't actually like killed the opponent.
Go to combat. Sack
Uh,
for 16.
I feel like we've been living in garbage.
No
time.
blocks.
You have nothing in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll,
what? Discard
I'll
2
discard
cards.
2 cards to
Okay,
Mindless
great.
Automaton and kill
Great.
you. One of them will be Terminal Agony.
Yep.
Which I'll discard into Madness.
Okay.
Kill your creature.
Oh, okay.
And I'll make a.
But you wanted
I'll make
to
a
wait for me to go
construct.
to. Anything else?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. He conceded. He admitted. He admitted.
All right. Go to game 3.
He conceded accidentally.
All right.
Misclick.
Misclick. I think that's a really tough matchup for you.
That matchup
Yeah.
felt.
I basically
that felt
drafted
awful.
the exact deck to beat decks like yours.
Yeah.
It
and
also
honestly,
felt-
decks like Max's
It also
too.
felt so much worse than I expected because like I had a bunch of like stuff to bring stuff back from the graveyard, but like maybe I was overthinking Scribbling Claws, but it just like that just made.
Oh, that's what you were playing around. You took some of your recursion
I just
out?
took some of that out because it just felt like I just wanted to bring in the battalion foot soldiers and just like
Yeah.
some more creatures, but I don't know. And then like weirdly in the matchup against Max, like just my creatures never died because it was just like a huge fucking board stall.
Yeah, Max
Yeah.
doesn't
And it
really
was
have
like-
removal.
So like my whole deck just felt completely useless in both of these matchups.
I do think one of the weird things is like there's this tendency in a lot of games
And
to
I
just like
didn't
not
even
if you have
play my
both have
first
2/2s. You didn't. Oh, I know. It was so sad. I saw it in the sideboard.
Heartbreak.
There's like this weird tendency in like a lot of things where like I have a 2/2, you have a 2/2. Neither of us want to attack.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scenarios I think in this cube that actually just want both players to just trade their 2/2s.
One of them's got to be wrong.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I think both of them might be wrong, honestly. I think some people that don't understand board stalls, I'm not saying you're this person, I think you get it, but I think some people that don't understand board stalls really underestimate how much you advantaged by being on defense. Like
Yeah.
the blocker is so much advantaged,
Yeah.
which means that if you're in an otherwise equal board state, you're like, oh, everything's equal. Someone should be attacking, right? No, if everything's
No.
equal, no one should be attacking because by attacking, they put themselves in the worst seat. And that's a huge cost.
Yeah.
Wow, my deck was cool and also worked.
Nice.
I thought it would just be cool and kind of work.
It seemed very good from looking
That
at
game 1, Anthony, was disgusting. I literally had 4 removal spells in my opening hand with 2 lands to cast them, but I just drew 2 more removal spells.
Yeah,
and it was just like, I feel bad.
I kept a hand with no red mana, and then I drew 2 more red spells.
Yeah, it sucks. I would have been able to kill whatever you played.
That makes me feel better.
it. Yeah.
You know that feeling when somebody loses and you're like, oh, well, I had the counterspell anyway. So does that
Like-
make you feel better that you weren't going to win anyway?
You had no.
No, it doesn't make anyone feel better that they
you
would have
lost
lost
even
anyway.
more than you
Just-
realized.
You can still do that. You're allowed to do that, but no, it doesn't.
This is really fun, Max. This cube is
God, I said.
always something special. Hey, stop recording.